Black Adam is directed by John Collette Serra. This is an action, fantasy, science fiction superhero movie. This movie is part of the DCEU. Black Adam stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Black Adam Teth Adam, Aldous Hodge as Carter Hall Hawkman, Noah Centineo as Al Rothstein Atom Smasher, Quintessa Swindell as Maxine Hunkel Cyclone, and Pierce Brosnan as Kent Nelson Dr. Fate. This movie is rated PG-13 for sequences of strong violence, intense action, and some strong language. This movie would be okay for anyone 16 years of age and older. This is not a movie for young children. The movie has a runtime of 2 hours and 4 minutes. Black Adam was released in theaters in the United States on Friday, October 21st, 2022. I saw this movie in theaters for the first time this afternoon. 5,000 years ago, after being given great powers by gods and wizards and then imprisoned, Teth Black Adam is freed and is now living back in his home of Kahndaq. But it is now present day, and he shows the world how he dispenses justice. He is woken up and freed to stop the descendant of the former king of Kahndaq, who will stop at nothing to acquire the crown of Sabak and become an all-invincible god. Black Adam, along with the help of the Justice Society, Hawkman, Cyclone, Atom Smasher, and Dr. Fate, along with some human allies, band together to stop this descendant of the king from getting the crown and becoming all-powerful. That is the summary synopsis of the film. Here are my negatives. I don't have a whole lot of negatives, but one of the biggest ones I do have has to deal with the subtitles of the movie that are shown on screen when some of the characters are speaking in another language. The subtitles are so fast you can't even finish reading the lines of text. I mean, it was like they put them up and then after a second or two they take them down. So if you don't get to read it all, you have no idea what they are talking about, what it's saying, and you could be lost. And I was like, for crying out loud, at least leave the subtitles up for just a tad bit longer. And I'm one of those, I'm kind of a slow reader. I'm not a fast reader. I can't just go, I'm done. I have to, look at each word and, really take it in with my eyes and with my brain. So it makes me a little slower than others. So, to the filmmakers of the next Black Adam, leave the subtitles up longer, please. Thank you. The supporting characters, like the three main human characters, are really bland and not fleshed out enough. Heck, we don't even know why Adriana Tomaz is looking for the crown of Sabak. Is she a grave robber? Is she a treasure hunter? Or is she maybe an archaeologist? Then there's the Justice Society members. These characters should have had their own movies before they put them in this one. I liked the characters, but we didn't get any background on them. I mean, we got kind of a little bit with Dr. Fate, but just a tad bit, not a whole lot. And for everyone else, we really got nothing. The big bad monster they fight at the very end of the movie looked really cheesy, like a giant red-horned devil. It was like a huge, giant, meaner version of Hellboy. I mean, it looked so bad, it was almost ridiculous. Even his dialogue was pretty bad. The special and visual effects of the film look really good, though this is one of those movies that is overly saturated with CGI that at times it makes it look corny. There is one scene in the movie that is all CGI and there's nothing real about it, and you can clearly, and I mean clearly, see it. They've made no attempt to hide it or to clean it up any better. I mean, it looks like shit. It is an up-close of Dwayne Johnson's face, and his character is underneath a vehicle, and it crashes into the ground and shows his face, which is all CGI, and it looks terrible. I think every muscle in my body tensed up during that scene just because of how bad the CGI looked. It made Dwayne Johnson look horrible. Also, Dwayne Johnson is on record claiming that there's not an ounce of CGI used in this movie. Okay, Dwayne Johnson, you're a great actor. I think you're an awesome person. I like you, but I gotta call bullshit on that one. I mean, you can clearly tell there's CGI in this film. There's lots of green screen in this movie that's used as well. There are practical effects mixed in with the CGI, and the practical effects in this film look pretty good. A big question I have about the present-day Kahndaq is, since it has been under occupation by Intergang for the past 20 years, why haven't any of the other heroes tried to intervene before Black Adam was woken up? That was a big plot hole, and they give no answer for it. Those are all my negatives. Here are my positives. First off, I will admit, this is a fun movie. I really enjoyed it. I had a great time watching it. Is it one that will be talked about 20 years from now, like Superman the movie, Tim Burton's Batman, The Dark Knight, or The Avengers? No, absolutely not. But it was still a fun popcorn movie. The story, I thought, for the most part, was really good. It was very cohesive, it was easy to follow and comprehend, and I really liked the story. So let's talk about the actors. The actors playing the parts were very good and really brought the characters to life. This is one of Dwayne Johnson's best performances. The kid, Amon Tamaz, played by Bodhi Sabagoni, I hope I got that name right, was really good and was a good character who has a good story and a good arc in this movie. I loved his scenes and interactions with Black Adam. I thought his performance was very good. The characters. The only character that they really dive into the background of and have a really good arc for is Black Adam and Amon as well. The rest of the characters, not so much. We do get history on how Black Adam became who he is now and why it happened. I loved the subtle tributes they had in this movie to the Justice League members we have already met and seen in the previous DCEU films like Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Cyborg, Aquaman, Shazam, and Superman. I really enjoyed those small subtle tributes. That was cool. The look of the film was decent enough. It wasn't a sleek, shiny film, nor was it a grainy, real-looking film either. It falls somewhere in between on that scale. The color palette uses really warm colors, lots of golds, yellows, oranges, some reds, a few grays, and blacks. The color scheme helps the film and its narrative. Overall, it looks good. The tone is kind of dark, but it also has some lighter moments at times. To me, the tone of the movie feels like Tim Miller's Deadpool movie meets Joss Whedon's Avengers movie. The score soundtrack is really great. I really like the score music, especially the main theme for the character. The score is composed and conducted by Lauren Balfe. The music, as far as songs used in the film, were okay, but in all honesty, they should have been left out. We really didn't need the songs in this movie. Those are all my positives. Now, it's grading time. I'm going to give this DCEU superhero film, Black Adam, a C. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't magnificent either. It still has a lot of problems just like any other film. I do like this film, and I do like how this film connects to the part of the DCEU, the Gods and Wizards universe that was set up in the movie Shazam. I'm hoping soon that we see a Shazam or Black Adam movie where both of these characters get to face each other in battle. But I really want to see a Superman versus Black Adam movie. Like I said up top, I do like this movie. I might go watch it a second time in theaters. I'm not sure yet. I will add it to my movie collection when it is released on Blu-ray and DVD. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to say good night. God bless. I love all of you. I will see you all in the next video. And happy Halloween, everybody.